Hiya, as in higher vibrations. All right, Cosmic Cat here. It's time for us to read our daily affirmations for the inner child. You know, I'm guided right now. Before I do that, I want to pull an oracle card. We're going to pull from the Greenwich Oracle to give us a little bit of insight on this, what this may be for us on April 18th. And here's the one. Dandelion. What do we know about dandelion? Well, dandelions, oh, that's what we make wishes on, right? We make our wishes on dandelions. They're durable, strong. You can actually, there are benefits provided from every part of the dandelion. You can eat the root. The dandelion root is really good to make a coffee. It's bitter. It takes a lot in order to make it really strong if you're like me and really like your coffee strong. But you can eat the leaves. They're good in salads, and the flowers as well. Flowers and the leaves are good in teas or salads, and they have healing benefit properties that are good for you. So the entire dandelion is really great for our bodies. They come up naturally every year. It's not typically something that you go out and have to buy the seeds, because they're just every year. And even when you think that you've dug them all up, there's still a root there that comes up and surprises you the following year. I happen to adore dandelions. Many people call them weeds, and it's unfortunate and sad that they do, because they also help the bees, the pollinators. They're very beautiful. They're the color yellow. That is absolutely the color of the inner child, okay? It is not by chance. That's not a coincidence. That's a synchronicity. That is Mother Earth letting you know that dandelions, you're like a dandelion, okay? You come back every year, and you know, you can make wishes. You can blow in the wind. Let's see what, I want to see if there's another message here for you. That's the message that I get from the dandelion, but let me read from the book of what it says. An expansive plant starting from its lateral roots all the way to its characteristic head. It is certainly a symbol for an open heart, curiosity, and predisposition for joy. This plant is linked to perseverance. Perseverance, definitely. Like I said, it comes back every year. It's durable. It will last. Even if you think that you've got rid of it, it's going to come back and surprise you. Thanks to its ability to grow in even the hardest and most unthinkable places. Yeah, I've seen it. Haven't you seen it grow in concrete before? I love it when flowers and plants grow in concrete. It shows it really shows just where Mother Earth can go, and where it can grow. And it's fascinating. It's a miracle. I find it to be miraculous. Okay, so they grow in the most unthinkable places. Its message for you is to have faith and do not fear. It is time to keep your heart open. There you go. It is time to keep your heart open. All right, so that's our beginning message here. Now let's read. It's April 18th. So let's go to April 18th and see what our message is today. Yesterday it was feelings, and today it's about the imagination. It's time to expand your imagination. My imagination is alive and well. Let's pretend I can be anyone I want to be. When I allow my inner child to use her imagination, I can free myself of my negative and hurtful misconceptions about myself. I wish I were a strong, decisive person. And presto, I am. In my mind's eye, I stand tall and proud. I know my own mind, and it feels great. I wish I were happy, more of the time. I pretend to be happy and feel a smile light up my face. The act of smiling turns on a faucet of happiness in my body. Children learn by experimenting with new behaviors. Pretending to be different than I usually am allows me to try on unfamiliar but coveted attributes like strength, decisiveness, happiness. Today I will use my imagination to create new patterns for living. That is wonderful. And look at this. It's April 18th, and this is page 108. Huh, look at that. 108, which is also basically 18, because 1 plus 8 is 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. This is the year of 9. 9 is all about the hard work that we put into, not the hard work, but it's all about the serpent. The serpent is feminine energy, and the serpent sheds its skin every year. So it lets go of the old skin so that new skin growth can occur. Okay. And that's what we're doing this year. We're letting go of old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of thinking. The old blockages that blocked our imagination are being shed as long as we are doing the spiritual awakening path and listening to and following the guidance that's given to us. And it may sound silly, crazy, little bitty, not very big of a deal, like, oh, this is gonna, if you're new to it, you have to really be open, and open to receiving, and open to an unlimited potential of knowing and believing and having faith that, yes, if I put my mind to this, I can make this happen. Your imagination is extremely important. That's why children, they're so pure, innocent, and they're of the spiritual realm still, because they haven't yet ate that fruit off the tree, per se, as what one would call of the knowledge. They haven't quite gained that adulthood knowledge of, like, having the guilt, the shame, being told you can't do this or you can't do that. And like, they can see beyond. They can see beyond what we see still, because their imagination is still there. Okay? So have your imagination and allow yourself. And sometimes it's good if you just put yourself in this, that you're already experiencing it. Like we have here, like the whole presto of where the author said, I wish I were a strong, decisive person. Maybe in presto, I am. So instead of wishing, just say, I am a strong, decisive person. I am, like up here where it says, my imagination is alive and well. Even if you feel like your imagination is blocked at this time, go ahead and start to say, my imagination is live and well. It's the same for your dreams. I'm being guided to share with you to get yourself a dream journal and place it by your bed. This is specifically for your dreams. It's a journal only for your dreams, and you want to have a pen beside your bedside. Have your dream journal and a pen. And every morning, if you say, "Oh, I don't remember my dreams," well, change that. That's part of your blockage, is saying those things. When you immediately reject it or say something like that, that's why that's going to continue happening, because you're also manifesting it. You continue to create the same thing by simply saying, I remember my dreams. I remember my dreams. That will start to come into fruition. It may not work the first time you do it. It may not work the first 5 times you do it, but eventually it's going to work as long as you stick with it and continue to say, I remember my dreams. Another thing to practice as far as dreams go, because dreams tell us, they guide us, they help send messages to us. That's the spirit realm of where we can gain insight on something that we need to learn. And they're bizarre. They can come away and they can come in different ways. But it's important for you to not be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of who you are, and don't be afraid of self-expressing who you are, okay? This is something that inner child journey will help you with. All right? So let's go ahead and let's pull. I'm going to put this over here. And let's pull from the spell casting. Oh, you just fell out of there, didn't you? Talent. What is your talent? What is your talent? Yeah, you know what your talent, someone here knows what their talent is. This is a general pull here that I'm doing. So please take whatever resonates for you, but leave behind for others. As far as the message goes, this message in this book is for everyone, especially if you are on your inner child journey. And I believe many of you are, because you're here watching this video. Okay. But this is asking you to own your talent. You know you have a gift. Somebody here knows that they have a gift to share, but they're just hesitant to do it. You're still working. Either you're still working on building up your self-value and worth, or you haven't done it at all, or you didn't really realize until now that that's what it was holding you back. Your confidence, your self-worth, your value. You are valuable. You were brought here for purpose and a reason. And part of this is talent. You have a talent to share. Somebody could be a ballerina, a dancer, an artist. Perhaps you move your body in ways to flow your energy and to work with the spirit realm. Ecstatic dancing is coming to mind. And if you don't know what that is, this is your guidance here to go ahead and find out about that. If dancing isn't it for you, perhaps you use your arms or your hands for other creative projects. You're a painter, or maybe a painter as in painting on canvas or painting homes. I mean, there's many different ways you can use a brush, and there's many different paint brushes in the world. And it doesn't even have to be a brush. That's how open and expansive that we want your mind to be. Use your imagination and set yourself free, okay? This is the message that I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Share in the comments below which part resonated for you and how active is your imagination. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.